Hello, everybody. This is Farida Bharmal here. I'm a business and mindset coach. And in today's video, we are going to explore one of the most powerful qualities that successful entrepreneurs possess. It's the ability to embrace calculated risks. Okay. We all know that starting and running a business can feel risky, but these calculated risks help you to grow and lead you towards success. Okay, so what I want you to do is understand exactly what calculated risks are and how you can take it forward. So I want you to watch this video from beginning to the end, because I'm going to dissect each and every bit and part of it for you in a very easy way, so you understand this and you don't feel that scared while taking a risk, because you are not just taking a risk, you are from taking a risk, you are now taking an informed decision. So rather than taking a calculated risk, you will be thinking of it as taking an informed decision. Okay, it's going to be important. Make sure you watch the entire video from beginning to end. Okay, so, what exactly is taking a calculated risk? See, it's not just about a risk, okay? It's about making an informed decision, about evaluating the potential rewards and risks involved, and stepping out of your comfort zone with proper thought and strategy. Okay, so what you're doing here is very, very simple, people. You are taking an informed decision. So, what you're doing here is you're weighing the pros and cons of the situation. You would have researched it out, you would have understood it, you would have thought about it, and then strategically moved ahead. Okay, evaluating outcomes. Obviously, when you're doing all this, you want some result, right? You just don't get into something, okay, let's just get into it. No, what is the desired outcome which you require? That is something that you're going to assess. And if you don't get this, what is the worst case scenario? That is what you need to think about. Okay, I for that you will need to research thoroughly on whatever is going on. Okay, you will need to gather all those market data and expert analysis. You'll need to do that. You'll need to call people, you need to ask people, you need to have a mentor over here, because when you have a mentor, they're going to help you and guide you forward. Okay, and I want you to start small. I don't want you to go very big and take very big risks. Start small, allow it to have minimal investments, but keep doing it, keep taking it, because you cannot be stuck in the same place forever. Okay, and nobody is going to come and help you in your business. So I would love for you to do this for you and taking that kind of informed decisions. Okay, the entrepreneur's mindset. Now, this is an entire course, which I have in strategic business growth lab, one of my beautiful, fantastic courses, wherein I take up this entire topic, and it's like 30-40 minutes of pure gold into it as to how the mindset of an entrepreneur should be. For now and for this particular subject, I just want you to understand, you need to be strategic, you need to look at opportunities. Even if there is a challenge, you need to pick out the opportunities from that challenge. Okay, and you need to be resilient. You cannot give up. If it doesn't work one time, you need to look at it, you need to find out what didn't work, what can work, and then move ahead with it. So these are top notch three qualities which I would love for you to know, and I would love for you to keep thinking about. Anytime you face a hurdle, I want you to think, what can I learn from it, what can I take out from it? I want you to be strategic in your approach. If you are investing in something, what is the result which you are looking for? How is it benefiting you? And resilience. I don't want you to back away in face of challenges. That's not the way we can do things. I want you to move ahead and look at things, what else could be done from this. Okay, and I'm going to talk about barriers next, because there are things which stop us. Sometimes we stop us, and I want you to look at all the things which are there in the list for you to recognize that if this comes in front of me, I am not going to be devoured by it, okay? And I'm not going to be stopped by it. I'm still going to move ahead. I'm still going to move further. All right. So I'm going to show that entire list to you. Look at it, see it, find out where it's appearing, and fight it, guys. Yeah. Okay, so what holds us back, guys? There are some common barriers which I have identified, and I want you to know it. I want you to see whether it's appearing somewhere in your life. Okay, the first is fear of failure. See, many women fear failure, they define it, they want that failure, you know. So, what exactly holds a woman entrepreneur back? Okay, I have identified few of these things. I'm going to share three of them with you. See whether it resonates or not. Okay, the first is fear of failure. See, why or what exactly is this fear? It's about, if I do this, if I invest here, will I get the returns? There is one person who's paying, in that household. Am I not adding to the burden of it? And there are so many other things which need to be done. So should my thing be forward, or should I come in that list of things which are more needed, more necessary to do, which are taking up that time, effort, energy, money? So should I be top on that list when I don't even know what's going to happen? So that fear at your background will keep holding you. How many of you understand what I mean? Yeah. The second is the imposter syndrome. I am not good enough. I am not qualified enough. At this age, what I will do? All my counterparts and younger people are doing better than me. You would be having the best of education. The only problem is that you have not applied it. See, marks and everything which we did in school, you know what? We sadly did not learn the lesson which we should have learned. It was not about the marks, it was about what are the other qualities we learned from it. We learned resilience, we learned to put in the desired effort to do whatever we wanted. Did we not burn the midnight oil? Did we not, you know, compete with our friends at that point of time? Did we not fight for that 1 mark? Did we not spend like sleepless nights behind projects and homeworks and things like that? So now, today, when it is, you have to apply it in the real world, where are these qualities gone? It was, the marks was a result, right? For something you did, they gave you the marks, was the result. But now if you want it in your business, then what is the result? Because you're not able to see those results, you're not taking that step forward, and then you're thinking, okay, I'm not qualified enough, or the age has passed, or I don't have the time, or I have so many other things to do. Yes, we women will have all of these things to do. We are never going to be free. Okay, but amongst all of that, with all of that, we need to be the support system to our ecosystem. And for that, we will have to, overcome all of these doubts, shelve them aside, and move ahead. Think about it. Okay. Third is perfectionism. Okay. So, see, okay, for this, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, your first product is not your last product, and it's okay if you're going to make a mistake. The good part is that you did something, and because you did something, your confidence muscle will grow. Or just the fact that you want to be perfect and everything should be proper will not allow you to start. How many of you understand what I mean? You will keep stuck with, okay, should I do this, should I not do this, how am I going to be, if I do it, what will happen? We cannot wait for that. We have to move ahead, we have to move forward. So that is one of the thing which I have for you, and I hope this helps.